The D-Day landings, June 6, 1944, 8 dawn on June 6, 1944. The Allies launched the largest amphibious invasion in history, Operation Overlord, better known as D-Day. Its aim, liberate France and open a Western front against Nazi Germany. For months, the Allies had prepared with deception operations, convincing the Germans that the invasion would fall at Calais instead of Normandy. Fake armies of inflatable tanks, false radio chatter, and double agents fed Hitler's commanders misinformation. Meanwhile, in Britain, nearly 3 million soldiers from the US, Britain, Canada, and other nations gathered for the assault. The invasion force was staggering: 156,000 troops, nearly 7,000 ships, and 11,000 aircraft. At 6:30 a.m., Allied soldiers stormed 5 beach sectors: Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword. The landings were a mix of triumph and horror. At Utah, U.S. troops landed with minimal resistance. At Omaha, however, American forces were met with murderous German firepower from fortified cliffs. Artillery and obstacles turned the beach into a slaughterhouse. Soldiers were cut down in the surf. Others crawled from crater to crater, clinging to life. Despite the carnage, by sheer courage and relentless pressure, the Allies secured the beaches. British and Canadian forces advanced inland, seizing key villages, while U.S. paratroopers, dropped during the night behind enemy lines, sowed confusion by blowing bridges and ambushing reinforcements. By nightfall, the Allies had gained a fragile foothold in Normandy. Over 4,400 Allied soldiers were killed that day, with thousands more wounded or missing. German losses were similarly heavy. D-Day was only the beginning. The following week saw brutal hedgerow fighting, the capture of Cherbourg, and eventually the breakout from Normandy. But the landings proved the turning point in Western Europe. Less than a year later, Germany would surrender. The scale of D-Day was unprecedented, a feat of planning, logistics, and raw human courage. For those who lived it, the memory never faded. Men who stormed ashore spoke of the sea turning red and the air filled with smoke and screams. Did you know? General Rommel, tasked with defending Normandy, was absent on D-Day. He had gone to Germany to give his wife roses for her birthday. Believing the bad weather meant no invasion was possible,